The stairs here?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Put you. Oh, I got you on CO. Okay. Okay. Down here.
Who the fuck is this?
Down the stairs here. Ah. Oh my god.
You alright? You want me to come up?
No. But
Wait, where are we going?
let's kill these first, and then we'll go right. Did you set a ladder?
That's Sphinx.
Yeah, this is Sphinx.
Yeah.
Go right.
Yeah. Oh, I know where we are. Oh. It's like, where the fuck are we?
Start with this pole. This will wake me up. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled those. Oh well.
It's fine. We're gonna boost. Let's boost.
Okay. Let's do it.
Ah.
I'll just stand in this corner.
Should I run out when we kill this?
Yeah. Wow. The crowded hallway. There we go.
I don't know why everything was fucking there. First lap is always a bit interesting.
Yep.
Wow, someone messaged me for time already.
Wow.
I just told him 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour. So we can talk about AI today,
Yeah, sure.
if this is something worth talking about.
I was actually talking to my friend today about it in badminton too. It was
Oh yeah. What were you talking about?
well, OpenAI has kind of created this sandbox thing that they're gonna sell to the everyday people, and then you can kind of use it to tailor against the industry that you're in. It's kind of like they're trying to do like the YouTube model, you know, where they create this platform for people to, you know, use their technology and adapt it in a way that suits different industries.
Yeah, that's a smart way to run the business, I guess. But that opens, like, because they're first on the scene, it's a strong chance that they'll create a monopoly, which would not be good for the industry.
It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like, what are they called? Like Microsoft when they first came out. A huge monopoly. I mean, they still do.
Right.
Really.
But it's steadily declining, I think. Like, their market share is decreasing slowly.
Why am I getting raped so hard?
I'm not really healing.
Oh.
But I will now.
I see. I see how it is.
You gotta give me like 2 laps to wake up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was just saying how I think, because there's always this thing where you need to balance the rate at which technology advances versus the rate that the average citizen can accept the technological change.
mhm.
I think with AI, it's kind of changing at a pace where most people aren't really ready.
Yeah.
Um,
It's the first time that we've invented the technology that can simulate us, essentially, which is kind of weird, I guess, but no weirder than a lot of other things, actually, throughout history, like the inventions.
yeah.
Because when microwave ovens first became a thing, people couldn't believe that you can just heat your food without using an actual oven
Or like fire, right?
or fire, that you can heat food at all. That food, like the chemistry of food just changes completely once you heat it up. I think it's just going to be another one of those phases. Like, yeah, sure, it's the first time in human history that we've been able to create technology that's able to, like, you know, make itself smarter, essentially. But every technology, when it's first invented, it's the first time in human history that that technology does what it does. So, it's nothing, I mean, at least with technological breakthroughs, not just like, incremental advancements. Uh, so, I don't, I mean, when it comes to the invention of any new technology, um, there are going to be bad things that will happen. But I think ultimately the good will triumph over the bad, and we'll just have like something good
I
at the
think,
end. Maybe,
yeah.
or the world will get destroyed. But it's a risk that uh, I'm
I
willing
mean,
to be seen taking.
look at the atomic bomb, right? I mean, they were pretty keen to launch that with no real too much concern.
Yeah, it's a risk that I'm okay with being taken. Maybe a lot of other people are not, but I want to see where it goes.
For sure, I want to see where it goes. I want to see how amazing it is. But the everyday people, I think they're really scared of their job
Oh yeah,
being replaced.
for sure. But again, this is nothing new. Whenever any new
Yeah.
breakthrough in technology arises in the world, jobs will be lost. Significant
Well,
jobs at times.
I don't think job will be lost. Rather, new jobs will be created. Because if you look at the jobs available 20 years ago versus today, it's very different.
Yeah, it's almost completely different place. Where's that other?
And I think that's good though, right? Because if you think about the average like citizen's IQ, it has also increased significantly.
Right.
Like being able to read and write English used to be a master. You used to be an intellect, and now if you don't know how to do it, you're considered a retard.
Yeah.
Like it's quite a big shift.
Yeah. With AI, there was this guy I was watching. He was like, there are three inevitabilities with AI. Uh, First, that it is going to happen. Like, it is inevitable. There's no stopping it.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
like, no matter how much people protest or how much people fear this technology, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. It has already happened, and it's not going to stop. I think this goes back to the whole like um, power struggle between, you know, the East and the West, the different governing philosophies. It's a constant back and forth of who can create the strongest technology first. Because if suddenly the next day the United States government says we're going to stop AI technology from from innovating because it's too dangerous. Well, guess what? China's not going to have the same idea. China's going to keep innovating, and then
Yep.
if that happens, well, when that happens, the U.S. will get scared. They'll be like, "Oh my God, they have better technology than us. We got to keep innovating," and so the cycle continues. It's not about advancing human civilization to the next stage. It's more about us versus them, right?
Yeah, but
And
that's always been the case,
it's
right?
always been like that, yeah, throughout history. Almost all technology, all major technology has always been about that,
Yeah.
which is fine. I think it's a great way um, for science and
Yeah, I
innovation
mean,
to progress.
I think it's a good thing. Like, I genuinely think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
But there are some. I can see why people have a lot of anxiety because the way that it's just the brains are wired, they like consistency. They don't like change, and
yeah, for sure.
you know, in an ever-changing world, that's why most people are poor because most people cannot adapt to change quick enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I think there's a lot of really good real-life applications that can be. We kill these.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Um. Like there's a lot of things here that can save time, save money, improve people's lives.
Yep.
Like a lot of good, right?
But
Um,
but first, it's going to be a lot of fear.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, it's going to be protests. It's going to be like, why am I losing my job? And there's going to be like these stories about people losing their jobs just to an AI that replaced them. Um, and in the age
Yeah,
of, you know,
it's gonna be interesting to see like what the government kind of does in terms of like I suspect that there will have to be some sort of universal income for people.
at first,
Otherwise, when AI does take over the majority of the jobs, these people won't know how to make a living.
yeah, because I feel like it's definitely gonna
You know what I mean?
take away more jobs than it creates.
Like when all the admin jobs are gone, what are the receptionists gonna do?
Yeah, like not everyone's gonna become an AI technician. Right? So, we'll see. Well, okay. Anyway, I was going on. I was telling you about the three inevitabilities. So number one is that it is
Because these
inevitable.
people aren't really ambitious enough or educated enough or just just that's what they want to do. That's the kind of job they want to do. Just something mindless, right? To get them through the day, to get enough, just to cover their bills and kind of fund their lifestyle. And
Right.
that's what they want. And I totally get it, right? That's how a
That's what
lot
most
of people
people
want to
want.
live. They don't
Yeah.
want stress. They don't want anything like that. But then when these, as an employee, as a business owner, you think, hell, why do I want to pay someone a wage that you then have to manage, annual leave, sick leave, HR, make sure everyone's happy, blah blah blah, and they can't work 24/7, right? So why would I want to hire someone like that when I can just implement an AI system that
Yeah.
does a
It's gonna be
job that's
better, faster.
way better? Oh shit, sorry.
Better, faster, and doesn't need to get paid. So
Um, like the AI can do a way better job. You do it 24/7, and it saves you a fuck ton of money. Like no employer in their right mind would go for a human staffing role.
yep. Okay.
You still
So
there, buddy?
that's the.
I can't
Have
hear
I
you.
not been talking? Oh crap. Okay.
I'm just talking by myself.
I don't know why I muted this up. I hope my recording is still going. Okay, so that's still working. Let's see, Discord. Discord somehow died. Um, Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Settings. Yo. Oh. What the heck? It should be working. Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can hear you.
Oh, that was so weird. What? Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. If you can hear me like that was really weird. What was the last thing that you heard me say?
Can't remember.
Was it a while ago?
That was a while ago. I was talking to
Wow.
myself, and I was just like, wait, why isn't he?
No, I was talking to you, but like all of a sudden, I didn't change anything. All of a sudden,
Did you hear me though?
yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
uh, all of a sudden, it just like my Discord decided to change its input settings.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Like I'm hunting. I didn't change anything. And
Yeah, I know, I totally get it.
did you hear me say like the 3 inevitabilities of AI?
Nope.
Like one of the inevitables is that it will happen no matter what happens. Like no matter how much people protest and how many jobs are lost, AI innovations will keep going.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more to do with the global construct, right? Because if you protest in America, it's not going to stop the rest of the world from moving. But America's not
Yeah.
going to stop just because.
Exactly.
Citizens,
It's a global power struggle between the East and you heard me say that, right? Because you responded to it.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
between.
think that might be the last thing I heard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a constant back and forth struggle between essentially China and the U.S. to see whose technology can advance the quickest, so that I don't know, they can brag about it more. I guess maybe it's a fear of war. Like if war arises and all we have are technological innovations, you want to have the best technology.
Maybe it's because it becomes like a nuclear deterrent.
Maybe. Although AI by itself can't hurt anyone. It needs to implement other things.
No, I mean just like not. It's not literally a nuclear deterrent. It's more just like because if both countries have this technology available, then neither country is at a massive disadvantage or advantage over one another. Because there's a lot of things that could this bot can do. For example, manufacturing. This will significantly reduce the cost of manufacturing, which will then in turn reflect the cost of the products. I mean, China's already winning the battle of producing incredibly affordable shit.
Yeah.
And you can see that people are already losing their jobs, losing contracts. Nobody manufactures in America because why would you? It's so fucking expensive.
Too expensive. Human rights and all that, right?
Yeah.
But like
Right.
Chinese labor is getting more expensive too. Like
Right.
companies are moving out of China.
And that's actually great because China's had monopoly for too long, and it's great because there's countries like Brazil, Mexico. Oh, what the fuck is it called? Brazil, Mexico, Vietnam, and Philippines. They're all kind of where China was 20 years ago, and they're about to move. That's why I'm starting to move some of my manufacturing across to Vietnam. Just exploring options there because, one, I don't want China to be all my eggs in one basket. But if something does happen to China, then with the whole potential war going on, then I want to have other shipping routes available.
Right. Yeah, like the Chinese population is getting older, and
yeah, the next generation they don't have the same sort of work ethics, in my opinion.
yeah, and also there's just I guess people are realizing that their skills are worth more than the money they're getting paid.
Yeah.
And eventually. Uh, so yeah, so that's the first thing, right? Like, AI is inevitable, and no one's going to be able to stop it from progressing or innovating into the future.
Yeah.
I think the second thing is going to be eventually the smartest AI will become smarter than, or much smarter than the smartest human. So
I think
we're going.
instead of worrying about the smartest human, people should worry about the average IQ of a human.
Right, average. I mean,
Because
you could almost say
there's not much competition, right, in terms of being the smartest. Because you'll be smarter than like just a few people. But what's dangerous is when you're smarter than the average person. Like right now, one of my mates, he's developing an AI app to help with legal aid. I don't know if I told this to you before. He's basically he's consult. So the current process is these law firms will hire grad students. I think to if there's they're litigators. So whatever the case is, they need the grad student to find all the relevant laws and documentation in previous cases and what's happened, all that kind of stuff. Consolidated
paralegals.
into yeah, right. That's the kind of their job, doing a lot of groundwork. But
Yeah.
then my friend is kind of building an AI system where you can just type in the category of case that you have, and it will automatically put everything in together for you.
Dude, that is the dream for, well, it's not the dream of paralegals because that's literally their job and they're gonna get
Yeah.
replaced. But that is the dream of all like lawyers essentially
Exactly.
who need to do a lot of work. Yeah.
So like with this becoming very real, like there's a massive advantage that you can see, like very clear return on investment as well.
Yeah.
But you can see that even in jobs that's not reception, like paralegal work, which is you still need a degree of some sort to complete this. It's not just any retard can do this shit.
Right.
But even those jobs, right, are gonna get replaced. And I think danger is when that happens. Like, who's gonna be working? As in, there's gonna be a massive group of people that's unemployed. And I think you're gonna have two problems. One is money, and the second thing is the sense of purpose. There's a lot of people work for
Yeah.
as a purpose.
Their
life,
job,
right?
yeah, their life purpose is basically their career. Yeah. For,
Yeah.
I would say most people. Yeah.
Most people, yeah. Because if you look at most people, they spend most of the time working, right?
Yep.
Generally speaking, that's just how the general population lives. And
sure.
when you take away that purpose, you're gonna have even more fucking depressed people.
Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of scary.
So it's
when you
not
put it that way.
just about the money; it's also the mental health, the sense of purpose, sense of accomplishment.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at this, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's another worry that I can see happening already. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Yeah, especially this case law thing, like looking up cases. That really does seem like it should be the work of AI because it's so tedious. You have to go through like boxes and boxes of paperwork. And
Yeah.
you have to analyze everything. But whereas you just input some parameters and the AI just pulls everything up for you that's relevant. That saves hundreds, thousands of hours of work. And
Now-
eventually, I feel like legal battles are just going to be battles between whose AI is the most efficient.
And imagine this, right? We do this, but now I apply to medical studies.
Oh yeah.
I can now instantaneously read through every medical literature on the planet and
True.
use
Yeah.
that technology to and then you type in the patient's data, their family history, their come back.
Yeah. I won't leave it
Um,
too long.
their the family history, their health history, all these things to give the best sort of diagnostics. It's gonna be
Right.
better than any doctor you've ever seen on this planet.
True. Because essentially it's like a collaboration of all the doctors that's ever lived.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not just the administration guys that's gonna be at risk. It's even gonna be doctors.
Mm.
At
True.
least
Everything.
from the GP perspective, right? Like a general practitioner. Um, because unless they have to use their hands and get dirty and do surgery, more or less an AI, and eventually I think AI can even take over that because they will have very, very precise accuracy when they're opening up people and curing wounds and stuff like that. Like once they
Right.
have the articulators to be able to action what the bot is thinking, then that's going to change everything. But see, look, he's telling me that this is some of the stuff that he's doing with law, and what I told you about medical advancements. That's what I'm really interested in. Plus, I
Yeah.
can my first iteration is still the whole X-ray diagnostics, right? Um, but you can see how quickly this thing can change the world. Um, but it's something we sorely need because we don't have enough doctors. We have way too many sick people. There's a
Mm.
massive backlog of work. Um, people are undiagnosed to the point where they just died before they even realize what they died from. So there's definitely a massive need for this. I think in the immediate future, if we deploy something like this, it's definitely more helpful than harmful. Um,
Right.
but once it gets so sophisticated where you almost don't need to have these GPs anymore, you only really need specialists to perform the actual surgeries. I think that's going to be quite dangerous. Because it's like, why would you work so hard and spend 7 years in medical school when this bot can just... And it's because, remember, it's not just about completing school when you're a doctor. You learn for life because things changing all the time. New drugs, new diseases, new
Right.
techniques. You're learning for life, right? And as a human, as you get older, your ability to absorb knowledge and retain knowledge becomes a lot more challenging. Oh no, the one that put on the right didn't come. Left. You want to just quickly pop your head to the left?
Yep.
So I think that's gonna be quite interesting. Because a lot of people become doctors because they want to help people and it gives them a sense of accomplishment. And if we take that away from them, it's
Yeah, and it's also going to be like a huge demotivator. Like,
yeah,
why
like
study medicine when there's this AI that can do it 100 times better than I can?
yeah,
That's
and they can
gonna be.
they can take all the information from everyone around the entire world, right? Not just my experience, not just your experience, but the experience of the collective, and
Yeah.
they can compile the information together perfectly, instantaneously. That's crazy.
To change something about how I do this pull. Get left behind.
Can you summon something?
No, they just get blocked, right? When these three tiles get blocked, then they can't really come through any other way. So it's kind of awkward. Yeah. What do you think the timeline is on something like that? Like, when do you foresee that actually happening?
Honestly,
A world where
couple years.
almost all the legal work and all the medical work gets taken over by AI.
I think the grunt work that I'm talking about, I reckon in a couple of years, you can definitely see something happening here.
Mm.
In terms of people adopting this technology, that's probably going to be the one thing that's slowing things down, is the
Oh, yeah,
adaptation.
true.
Like the
Because
technology will be available, it just depends on, because healthcare systems, I think lawyers for sure are going to take the advantage of this because whereas medical is going to be more about the regulatory side. That's what's going to slow everything down.
And
But the
maybe even the
technology will be available.
yeah, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of like public pushback too, so that's gonna
But
be
like you said,
significant.
it's not going to matter. It's
True.
inevitable. The technology is going
Inevitable.
to be there. It is inevitable. But then, okay, so for example, you go to a third world country where they barely have any doctors. They're gonna accept this help immediately. They're not gonna hesitate,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Um,
And then people are gonna see it like, oh, suddenly these people are doing it much better than we can.
and
Then-
and the thing is, you gotta remember, the majority of the world's population are in developing nations, right?
Mm.
The developed world. Okay, China alone, what, 1.5, 1.4 billion people? India, 1.4 billion people. And what does America have? 400 million? It's like nothing
Yeah.
in comparison. And then you're not even considering, like, Nigeria alone has 230 million people. Then you look at Brazil, that's another 222 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like sheer volume of people and their desperate need for this technology. They're not going to give two flying fucks, right? Yeah, like Mexico is another one where the average simple X-ray takes 7 months to diagnose. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But now we can change all that. So, but is that for the better or for the worse? I genuinely don't know at this point. I think there's
No
more
one's
better
gonna
than not. But yeah, but I genuinely, the technology is not far away. I all it's missing is feeding it the right specific data, like industry
Right.
expert suggested data. Because I think the technology is actually already there. The only thing it's missing is just, like for example, my X-ray stuff. The algorithm, everything's all ready to go, but we just need to have the labeled data, the raw data that's accurate for the machine to actually learn from. That's all
Mm.
it's missing. But isn't that kind of scary?
Damn. This is definitely one of the scariest things about living in this day and age.
I mean, our intentions are good because we're trying to provide more healthcare to people, right? That's our main goal. And because we're focused on the developing nations, we're not really too worried about. But I think this is where you're going to see the power shift. Because once these developing nations adapt all the technology to their average citizen's quality of life will improve significantly. As well as their ability to start educating themselves. Because right now, a lot of them, they focus their entire day on just getting water, getting enough food, and making sure they don't get killed, right? Pretty basic.
Yeah.
But once they have like a universal standard of living, kind of like what the Western society has created, then they will have the freedom to better themselves. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of like how human civilization came out of the whole hunter-gatherer situation and into like truly thriving. You know, once you have enough people making enough food so that the entire tribe can eat, then you don't need everyone doing the hunting and the gathering. Then people can start focusing on other things.
And that's what's going to happen, right? Because, okay, there's two things. One, Elon Musk's Starlink's about to lighten up. So right now, more than half the world's population don't have access to the internet. That's about to change with Starlink, right? And then you have AI, and then you have countries with a really strong history of poverty and struggle. These guys are going to work extremely hard to make sure they don't stay in poverty, right? And then you're battling against a world like in the Western society where people are offended by what kind of pronouns you call them. They're not going to survive. So genuinely, you know, like do you think of, and like we said the other night, last night, this problem only exists in first world countries, right?
Yes,
No
yes, that's
other
right.
country has this problem. Because it really is a first world problem. It's just they've run out of shit to complain about, so they had to make some shit up.
Yep.
But the problem is, it's when that happens, how are these boys going to compete? They're just going to fucking drown.
This is why this is why like the U.S. conservative side is kind of like hating this so much, because it literally does impede on progression.
Yep. This is basically the same as religion at this point. Like they were doing theories about how technology, how much more advanced technology would be if Christianity didn't exist, and it prevented a lot of scientists from progressing further.
Well, I don't think that's a fair comparison, because Christianity or religion in general is a huge part of human history, and it's made us what we are. You can't just skip that step. You know, there will be no civilization without it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, whereas I think the whole pronouns and identity thing we can definitely do without it. It's just people are very adamant in keeping it as a thing.
I think people have just forgotten who the real enemy is, because life is fucking tough. You know, I was talking to Richie about all the struggles people have, and Richie's comment was, it just sounds like they need to see a therapist. And I was just like, nigga, they can't even put food on their table, and you're telling them to go see a goddamn therapist. Like how this is how entitled you are. Like this is not a the concept of a therapist doesn't even exist in their in their brain. Like, it just doesn't exist. And anyway, it was and then I think that's when Richie realized, damn, oh shit, I'm lagging like hell.
More than usual.
Yeah, I got to 400.
If I ever see 400, I'm dead. Because 200 is unbearable for me.
See? You're fucking spoiled. You're just like Richie.
Dude, I wouldn't even be playing this game if I had that ping, honestly. Anyway.
But this game is very relaxing for me. Like, especially these grinds, where we basically don't have to use our brains. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just restart my client after this.
Okay, yeah, just stand in the corner here.
Usually you restart. Oh, can I just stand here? You got me here.
Uh-huh.
I can just do a force exit. That's right.
Yep. X logging, man, it's great. If you're in a spot where you know that nothing can kill you within a minute, you can literally just stand in the middle of everything and just X log.
I know, but my fear is sometimes it takes ages for me to log back in. Whether the email doesn't show up or
your character will automatically log out no matter what after a minute.
Oh really?
Yeah, like even if you're being attacked, and even if everything around you is still attacking you and everything.
All right, let's go.
No matter what happens, you're out unless you're in a place where you can't log out, like a boss room. So
that actually helped a lot.
Nice.
Restarting. Everything running so much smoother again.
Is that Tibia memory leak?
Yeah, sometimes Tibia is just fucking strange, eh?
Yeah. The client sucks. Okay, let's be real. It's inefficient, it's unoptimized. Because there's no way a pixel game like this can be this resource intensive, even on modern PCs.
Do you think they're like stealing our hardware and doing it for something? They're like probably like using our hardware to mine Bitcoin or something.
That was my conspiracy, but I don't think so. Because if that's the case, then somebody would have discovered it. Because Tibia has quite a big player base. Still.
Isn't that crazy? 20-something years.
Yep. And you'll keep going until this current generation stops playing. And I don't think this generation will stop playing. Just keep coming back.
Yeah, alright. We're all just...
Did you go? Okay. Yep. Have you like played around with this whole like language model thing,
Not a lot.
like GPT and
I've used it from a user perspective, but not so much a.
mm. It's what I found is that it's very useful in doing certain things, but completely useless in certain other things.
Yeah, I mean you gotta figure out where the purpose fits here, right? Like it's not
Yeah.
gonna be great for everything.
Like for example, um, even the GTP 3.5 model right now, is really good at coding.
I mean,
So
it's designed by coders, so I'd say that
yeah,
probably if it was good at anything, that would be it.
yep.
But
It's
there was all these security things going off saying, like in companies saying you shouldn't use ChatGPT to fix your code. At least you shouldn't use it a lot because what happens is they're afraid that the GPT will eventually learn the source code of the E3 company
oh, I see. Yeah.
through all the code that you type in to try and get them to fix it for you.
True. Yeah. Because
Then it's a massive
so
security flaw.
I code recreationally on a platform called Replit. It's really good. It lets you deploy it. It lets you it's a development environment. It lets you deploy. It lets you compile. It does everything.
Yeah.
And it's free.
Awesome.
And so recently they integrated AI into it, where every time you type anything, the AI will tell you if it's wrong, if it's inefficient, or recommend what your next line would be. It's crazy. Like and the next line recommendation is scary accurate. Like a lot of the times it's exactly what I want because it knows, right? It knows from a massive database of all the code it's seen what's most likely to come out next. And I'm just like, dude, I'm literally like doing maybe 60% of the coding I used to do. And if I really wanted to, I could just let it write itself. So that's what it is right now. Imagine what it's like a year or 2 years from now. Jeez.
Insane, man. I think all this stuff is only going to be a couple years away.
Yeah.
And the one thing that's going to stop it at the moment in medical is literally just regulatory shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, but dude, the coding thing is so crazy. Like, if there's any concept I don't understand, and I want to learn, I just ask it. There's a toolbar at the side. I just type in anything. Like, how do I do this? How do I, get this outcome? And it's so damn accurate. It does exactly what I want it to.
It's
So I think that's
clip
very
of
scary.
what's trying to create.
Yeah, man. The tech for coding is insane. Like a lot of I think like a lot of the senior programmers, like software engineers, they'll be okay because it can't do like super advanced stuff. But as far as just like 90% of your average coding that you do as a developer, as a software developer, it's gonna do it. It's gonna know
I
exactly
think-
what you need to get done.
I think the point you made before is really valid in that this thing is only like a year old.
Yeah, exactly.
You think the senior engineers are fine until they're not in about another year.
True. Yeah. Right now they're fine, but you never know like what's gonna happen with it. It's gonna keep advancing. I don't know. It's like it really is like magic. Arthur C. Clarke said this. Like any technology sufficiently advanced is indistinguishable from magic. And when I use this tech to code, it's like it's magic. I just don't know how it does it. So that's a fascinating thing about AI right now, the programming side. And it really doesn't matter what programming language it is either. I feel like even if you just invent a programming language and throw it at it, it will just know immediately how to use it. Because it has like a massive database of all the programming languages, and obviously they all share similarities.
Yep.
Like learning two programming languages is definitely very different from learning two languages in real life. Because languages have these nuances that have advanced throughout the course of human history, whereas programming languages is all just like very smart people optimizing how things should run, and so there's a lot of similarities. Actually, I'd say there's way too many similarities. If you know how to write a for loop in one language, you know how to write it in another. It's very intuitive.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna get to the what you said before about what's the point of learning.
Yeah,
You have all
at
these
some point it
things.
will be. Yeah, it's kind of sad in that regard. I mean,
But
curious people will still want to learn, because just because
yeah,
somebody else can do it
yeah,
better than you doesn't mean that you wouldn't want to know it yourself. So
this is true. But I think it goes back to what I was saying before about how you lose a sense of purpose. You do it because you're curious, but only very few people are curious. And then even
yeah,
if you learn it, it's like, well, what's the point? I can't get a job after learning this thing because nobody wants to hire me because they can just use AI to do it. Why would they need me?
yeah, it's true. Like from a career perspective, it sucks. Um,
It would just literally be the people who are curious, as in for hobbies, would have nothing
yeah,
to do with their jobs.
this is why. I mean, I did used to work at one point in like software, so I developed things. But
Oh, did you not always work it for your parents?
no,
Oh,
not always. I used to have a real job, you know.
is this not a real job?
It, sure it is, but it's so damn easy that I don't see it as one. Like the hardest thing I have to do at my job is fixing a paper jam on my printer.
Oh my god. You should
Yeah.
challenge yourself intellectually a bit more, man. I think you owe yourself that much.
Well, I challenge myself recreationally. I don't
I
do
don't
it
want
as
to
a
hear
job.
about. I don't want to hear about what you do recreationally.
I mean, don't you want to become a pro badminton player?
Not really. I do it to lose weight so I can eat more food.
Okay, yeah, that's a fine motivation. But I program because it's cool. I like seeing what can come out of the code I write.
Yeah. I love creating something out of nothing. That's the really fun part.
It's great, yeah.
I love creation.
Yeah, but like I think back on all of the tasks I used to do. Like for example, I had this job in a bank once that where the first thing in the morning I get in at like 7 a.m. is I check the database to see if it's running smoothly, and if there's like any error messages, I have to fix them. But they're really like rudimentary problems, like you know, well, I can't remember too much about the job, but it was just fixing really easy problems. That's something that an AI can do in a second. I don't have to even look at it.
I don't think you'd even notice that there was a problem because they fixed it.
Yeah, exactly. It would just fix itself because there's no human intervention required for this one. It's just that.
And they can
they-
work 24/7. You mentioned you check it every morning. They would check it live instantaneously.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, and then I work a lot with databases where it's just fixing very common, like, just very common errors. And yeah, the job I worked at wasn't hard. It's just, okay, they're not gonna, oh, I don't know.
That's right. Just keep going back and forth.
Yep. Man. Yeah, I think the coding part of AI right now is like the quote unquote smartest. It does some complex jobs well, and it does most like simple tasks very, very well. So
Yeah. And I think, to be honest, even doing the simple tasks, you're going to cut out a lot of jobs.
yeah, for sure.
Like, for example, the people are coming out with the virtual assistants, so you don't need PAs anymore. That's all gone. You're gonna have virtual receptionists, so there's no need for receptionists.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
See what happens.
I mean, I'm not really too worried, but
Yeah.
because I love change. I absolutely love change. What's the old quote from Churchill? To improve is to change. To perfect is to change often.
Wow. I like that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true, right? It really is true. Because if you don't, because if you look at all the changes that's happened throughout history, it's kind of insane. Why do I have
Yeah.
no mana? I don't know why, but lately I've just really struggled to keep my mana up. I never had this problem before. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it's just me. Oh my god, all those things that went down there is not coming back up. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, it's blocking me. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, there's gotta be a better way to do this pull. How do we do this? Without?
I mean, we could even do two pulls. You just do one here and then one down.
It's like, too tiny pulls though.
Well, we could probably pull it down here because there's more room.
Down here? Okay. I wonder how far they'll go. Yeah, so let me go first, and then I'll pull most of them, and you just drag along whoever's left.
Yep.
Like kind of what we've been doing.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
No.
looking at like, yeah.
You go.
Oh my god. This is almost a new topic at this point, but I was looking at how quickly kind of AI can innovate itself. I think that is one of the things that's different from everything else that we've invented, right? AI can make itself better. Like for example, you have that AI bot AlphaGo from Google that plays Go. Like basically, they had a version of that software where it has never played a single game of Go against a human or like with anyone who just nothing. It has never played a single game of Go, but instead it knows the rules. So what it did was, it simulated like thousands, millions of games against itself using the rules that it knows, and it learned from those simulations how to be better at at playing Go.
Yeah.
And guess
I
what?
think
In
I
its
saw that,
very
yeah.
first, in its very first game, against the reigning champion of Go player. I mean, at that point, the best player had already been defeated by AI. But you take this new software and put it up against the bot that defeated that champion, it won every single time. There was not they played 1,000 games, and there's not a single game where the new version lost.
Well, I think that's what, like what I said before. You know, you imagine this in a game where they collectively obtain the experiences of all the previous matches, and then they use that to become the best. Now you apply this for legal. You apply this for doctor.
Yeah.
Cool. Which doctor's going to be able to compete with this? None.
Well, the scary thing about this example is that this new bot, all it knew are the rules. It hasn't seen any games played. Right? This would be like saying, I'll give you, for medical, for example, this would be similar to saying, I will upload the human DNA onto the server, and you will figure out what kind of diseases and illnesses can happen, and you will fix all of them. Not just the ones that exist, but all the ones that will ever exist. That's kind of like in that vein, because it doesn't even need to have seen the illnesses. It just knows by looking at human DNA, essentially.
Yeah, that would be just insanity, man.
Yeah. This is the power of like self-learning. And I think like when it comes to this kind of technology, people fail to understand just how quickly it can iterate through many kind of different generations.
That's what I'm
'Cause,
counting on. Because
Yeah.
I need to deploy this thing in hospitals, and I'm counting on the fact that it can, the technology will allow it to advance itself years sooner than what it should be. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because they said something like in the next 25 years, these types of self-learning AI can create essentially 10 or 2,000 years of human innovation if we didn't have this AI. So this is where, if this technology really takes off, and I think it will, it's going to change humanity forever. Like
100%.
in the most drastic way possible. Man.
Yeah. But like genuinely though, if you want to work on some AI stuff, I'm really like keen to do it.
Mm. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the back end of how all this stuff works.
But
I'm a very
genuinely
simple.
speaking, I don't think many people do actually do know how it all works. So we're going
I-
south. We're going south. We're going south. We're going south.
Right.
We're going
Oh,
south.
right. Oh, okay, I forgot. Okay, let me just kill that guy here. There we go. Yeah, so in that little place down there, right?
Yeah, where there's a bit more space, because then you don't have to load them up.
Yeah, true.
And if you go down first and you take a chunk, then I take the second chunk. I think we won't lose too many creatures.
Cool. Yeah, even like the people who are making this stuff, they're literally working on the development.
Yeah, they don't even know how this works. Really.
Yeah, it's kind of mysterious how it really just works. You just plug in the parameters and somehow you get back the thing you want. It's a little mysterious, but
So there's another application that he's applying his AI tool to at the moment. There was a company that throughout the years have acquired a lot of other smaller companies. They've purchased them. And what happened is they ended up with like 55 different databases to pull information from. Because, sometimes systems aren't compatible with each other, so you can't exactly just integrate everything or migrate data across. So they ended up having to manage 55 different types of databases. What that means is, like, if someone wants to build a house, and they want to do a quote, right? There's a 5-stacker here, by the way.
okay.
If they want to build a house, so quote on a house, then it takes them about 4 hours because they have to sift through all the different vendors, suppliers, everyone for. Oh.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got stuck a little bit.
Yeah. And what happens now? I mean, the goal is for him to. They just type, again, just like the lead lawyer, just like the medical, type in the criteria for the house, 3 bedroom, how many bathrooms, how many this, how many that, and then how many stories, how many windows, etc. And then it just pulls through the quote automatically in like a minute, probably faster than that.
Yeah. All industries.
Yeah. That's the goal. And because I'm kind of getting into all industries, it just kind of makes sense. So I'm going to do a big deep dive next week on Monday. This is how the technology actually works, people involved, typical clients that they would go seek out. And see if I can't be I want to use it for my medical stuff first, for sure. But then understanding how it works, maybe I can accelerate this process even more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. But that's why I'm trying to enjoy Tibia as much as I can right now, because I know this life is about to disappear on me, and I'm actually a little bit sad.
Is it? I think you'll find time.
I think I will find time, but it'll just be like this, where we just hunt after server safe.
Isn't that the beauty of this game, though? Relaxing
Like-
while progressing.
Yeah, 100%. But I think what I probably will end up doing is if I'm really sad, I'll just end up buying training weapons and training all day.
Like Prof.
It's just like Prof. I'll be like, well, I got enough money. And to be honest, to be a coin that in the real world money isn't all that much, to be honest. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot cheaper than alcohol, it's a lot cheaper than drugs, for entertainment wise.
Oh yeah.
So I think what I'll end up happening is I'll just have a computer that's logged in and I'm just AFK trading pretty much all the time. And then I'll occasionally hunt with you at the midnight. Because like right now would probably be the only time I have to actually play properly. Without
Yeah.
getting disrupted every fucking 5 minutes.
Well, whatever. It's Oh, somebody killed the stuff down here.
Who? That's it.
I don't know. I mean, it's fair. We only claimed the second level. Alright, pulling all the way down. I'm gonna go around.
Yeah, if you run away really quick, they can come back to me. Oh no, that you ran away too slow.
That's okay. They're coming from behind. Yeah, this works.
You could probably wall the left as you run through. Like here. And then they'll retarget everything to me.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, that was a good talk. I think this is a fascinating area of like current technological innovation.
It's real, right? It's very real. All the other stuff we talk about philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical, theoretical, yeah. But this stuff is actually happening as we speak. It's cool. It's kind of cool to bear witness to it. Because we're in this generation where if everything goes like we say it's going to go, then things will change forever in the most drastic way.
Oh my god, we did it
think,
out already. I just realized.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think AI would be like the greatest innovation humans have ever invented since agriculture.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
Eventually, we would say like AI is a necessity in our everyday life, kind of like agriculture is right now. Man, this pool is so dangerous. I don't even know why we do this. At any moment, I can get trapped and just die.
Me too.
It's unlikely, but you know, the more we do it, the more likely it becomes.
Is that how statistics work though?
Yeah?
Like if you
That's
flip
exactly
a coin, the more times you flip it, are you saying the more likely it's going to land heads or tails?
Well, before you do any flipping, yes. But once you're already flipping, no.
So, since we're already hunting this map.
Yeah, but we haven't finished hunting it, so there will be more. And
Yeah.
the longer we
got-
plan to hunt it, the higher it is chance it becomes.
I've got to kill 250 more Blacksnake Acolytes. How many did we kill today? 32. There's
That'll
no way.
happen. That'll happen very naturally. But since you brought up statistics, it's a cool statistic I really like. The chances that an event will happen that has a probability of, let's say p, whatever it is, and you perform the task p number of times.
This guy's asking me if I finished. Should I just tell him last lap?
Yeah, last lap. Yeah. So you have a something that has a p chance of happening, and you perform it p number of times. So let's say like something has a 1% chance of happening, and you do it 100 times. Then the chances of getting at least one success approaches 1 over e. 1 minus 1 over e. Euler's number. Euler's constant. I thought that was kind of cool. So it's around like 62, 63%, something like that.
Okay.
So let's say you have something that has a 1 in 1,000 chance of happening, and you perform that something 1,000 times, then you've got a 62% chance of it succeeding at least once. And the more tries you do at like obviously a lower chance, the more it approaches that number. It's like a limit thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was fascinating. So yeah, like because I hear a lot of people are like, oh, this thing has a 2% chance of happening, but let's just do one more pull up here and then.
No, this is not that.
One more? Okay. I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, this thing has a 2% chance of happening. If I do it 50 times, I see at least one success. No. You have a 63% chance of seeing at least one success. That's what you get.
You run through, and then aim wall.
I don't need to. There. You're almost dead. Just UE instead.
Have you got access to the new area yet?
Like the bowl tours or whatever.
Dragons, whatever they call.
Oh yeah, the dragon. Yeah, I got it. We can
Nice.
try it.
I don't have access yet.
Oh, wait.
I'm waiting for
Wait, what-
Adrian because we fucked up on the
Oh,
damage.
the crates.
The crates, yeah.
That's so funny.
Fucking
He was
Adrian.
telling me that story yesterday on our hunt too. He was like, Eli, do not UE.
Not UE. Okay, I won't UE. And then he fucking UE'd and died straight away. Bro.
I think it's the funniest thing ever.
Fucking Adrian. I think we could have done. He's just so suicidal.
It's funny when jokes actually become reality. Oh crap, that was close.
This is all statistics getting to your head.
Yeah. Maybe it is true. The more we do it, the more self-conscious I become, and the higher chance. Oh, there's a 2 stack here. Kill that one. I need the powders to tear up my helmet.
He's got a Grand Sanguine Battle Axe. What the fuck?
Who?
The guy who's messaging me.
What, he just randomly showing off his equipment to you?
Actually, no. He posed it as a question. I don't know what he wants.
Okay.
That's it. He's like hunting Grand Sanguine Battle Axe. I said I'm RP.
Oh. Wait, what element is that?
Not a clue.
I mean, if it's any element other than death, it's probably still better using death weapon here.
Yeah. I really want to do kill merch on my EK. God damn it. Hopefully I can do something tomorrow. Because I gotta do Thrumbers What do you think the best equipment uh night equipment is to buy for a 400?
I don't know. You got a Falcon plate?
Yeah, well, that's 300, but yeah.
Uh, well, I mean, specifically 400? I don't know.
No, it doesn't have to be a 400 unlock equipment. It could just be when you're 400.
Oh, I have no idea. It's not like anything really changes from 399 to 400, other than you can use bow weapons. I mean, I guess you can get. Are the Spirit Thorn stuff 400? I don't remember.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's 400. Yeah, so in that case, Spirit Thorn helmet and armor, the best armor in the game.
But they're really, really fucking expensive. Like 300
Yeah.
KK.
For good reason. Have you seen the stats on those things? Like,
Nope.
you know what makes them worth it though? It's a damage reflect on them. They reflect damage. And that damage reflect, I calculated it to be worth at least like
Alright, let's
3
go.
or 4 skill.
Left.
Yeah. So if you put on both the helmet and the armor, it's almost like you're getting like 7 or 8 skill from it,
Really?
just from the
That's
damage
fucking-
reflect.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you can't crit with the damage reflect, obviously, but it does a ton of damage, just extra.
Yeah, man.
Scarlet? Oh, wait, I
Sure.
can't do Scarlet yet. I have to do Droom first.
We can do Drew. Wait, let me just get some bolts.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
didn't
the
finish.
grinder.
We didn't finish two. Well, I mean, it's 107, but normally because you started a little bit later.
Oh, yeah. I get up at the same time every day. It's just sometimes I stay in bed for a few minutes.
So good, man.
Yep. But yeah, this is the time of day that I just like the most. Right before work, right before the sun rises. The early mornings. It's
How
just
poetic.
calming. Or if you want me to be poetic, right before the dawn breaks, right before the
Drew
first rays of sunlight pierces through the clouds.
Shit. Should write cards for the holidays. You know, I'm surprised you don't have a girlfriend.
Oh crap! I don't. Oh my god, my dream is on cooldown. The heck?
What?
Yeah, because apparently I did it later yesterday.
Oh, what do you want to do then? How long is the cooldown?
4 hours.
Okay, no, I'm not waiting that long.
I guess I can do Tamira.
Okay, let's go to Tamira.
Okay. I'm such an idiot. I ran all the way here. I have the boss cooldown thing right on my on the side. I can look at it anytime.
Let's just do Tamira, then Scarlet. There we go.
Okay.
I sleep.
Cool.
Gotta do a screen install first thing tomorrow morning. Go to school. Set up some screens. I'll be there for about 4 or 5 hours and then come back home and play some Tibia.
Yeah. I'm kind of like doing some midday hunts these days.
Midday. I
So-
don't usually work in the middle of the
That's
day.
great. Yeah, but they don't always need my attention.
I love it. Well, now
This
that
is why I won't be able to work for anyone again. I won't be able to play Tibia in the middle of the day.
yeah, I mean I'm the same, right?
Yeah. It's good right now.
7 million XP to next level. God damn.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling the grind. Like every hunt. Does this guy want to come? Doesn't matter. Let's go. Because every time we hunt, even if when I boost in that spawn, I only get like 15-20%. It's just feeling the grind. Although I used to play a game that has a way worse grind than this, so
What's that?
it was like this Korean MMO, notorious for their grind. And so basically, the level cap is like 160. Well, it was 160 when I was playing. But once you reach 150, it slows down drastically to the point where you only get like maybe 0.7% per hour of a hunting that you do. Called
Crazy,
grinding.
crazy.
And then there's like a cash up item that you can buy that's like it doubles the experience you gain for the next hour. So people are like, dude, I'm getting 1.5% per hour. That's insane. Like insanely good. And then yeah, it's just funny now that I think back on it.
That's crazy,
That's
man. That's even longer grind than Tibia.
Yeah, to get to 160. People wanted the levels. Because that game was very predatory. They had like massive equipment upgrades at 150, 155, and 160. It was like, huge, right? It was like game meta altering equipment changes. Oh, cool. But that game actually, like, it's called repels, which means like summon in French, or creature or something in French. It had a really good pet system. Like, it had the best pet system I've ever seen in any game.
Hey, has Vinny replied to you?
Nope.
Damn.
Not at all. Completely ignored.
I just want that soul piercer, man.
I want. Oh, which reminds me. Do you use your pendula at all?
A lot,
Do you
actually.
use it when you're? Do you use it when you're asleep?
No.
Because I want to borrow it. Because I've
Sure.
been trying to do Midma Vanguard on my RP, and the energy damage is so intense. I need a pendulate.
Sure.
I'm thinking I just like, you put it down somewhere and then I use it and then I put it down there in the same spot for you when you log back in.
I don't mind. I can chuck it. Where's a good spot?
Nice. Let's put it in my house,
Which house?
whichever one you want. Grey Island probably easier because you just cube to get there.
Can we go to the Scarlet one? I'll just. Oh, actually, I'll just. Take it now.
Yeah.
Take it now.
Oh, okay.
And then you just tell me which house you drop it in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would drop in the Scarlet House then. But
But-
it is a little harder to walk to.
No, because I'll log out at Scarlet.
Okay.
That's my nightly routine now.
Yeah, cool.
And
Oh, yeah.
you just want to
18.
close one of the rooms, close one of the doors, maybe.
Oh, true, yeah, I'll give you the rights.
I really want to
Yeah,
get that
man.
mountain now. The
What, the
worm.
Hydra thing?
No,
Oh,
not Hydra.
okay.
The gloom worm, or what the fuck it's called.
Dude, it's so expensive.
It's yeah, the wait. What
They're like 870 to big ones.
Yeah, not the gloom worm. Yeah, the gloom worm. Yeah, it is 870 to Bitcoin. It's crazy expensive. It's like 40k.
40.
I could
the
buy
hell?
another Falcon plate. I could buy a Falcon ship. I could buy so many things.
But instead you want a mount.
It just looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, whatever makes you happy.
This doesn't make me happy. It makes me stressed.
Then don't do it. Oh, right. It's on me. There we go.
But it looks so cool. The problem is, see this mount. When I'm walking up, it just looks a bit stupid. Like I'm way too big for this wolf. You know.
Yeah. I mean, most mounts are like that, actually.
That's
When you
why I
look from
like the
behind.
Gloomworm because it actually looks fucking cool and it's like appropriate size.
It's got a tail. Uh, I can never see myself. I can see myself buying outfits, but not mounts.
Which outfit would you buy?
Well, this is my favorite outfit from the store. This is the Sea Weaver. It's cheap and it looks pretty good. But I kind of like the what's it called? It's the one where like you have a mask and you're holding a lantern
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
on a stick. Let's see what else. I like the Entrepreneur.
Yeah, I was gonna get that actually. I like the
It's
entrepreneur
got like got a
because
hat.
I'm kind of an entrepreneur, you know. So I was like, that's
Yeah.
fitting.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that one. That's about it. I gotta check some of the newer ones, but. Alright, Scarlet.
Got it. I
We
just
should wa-
finished all of my summer elves today. I don't have to go to that fucking place now. We should what?
You do have Midma Vanguard, right? Unlocked.
How can I check?
Did you finish the X quest?
The what's quest? X.
Yeah.
I can do the X boss. Oh, that's what I say.
Yeah, that's what the X boss is. Midma Vanguard.
Hang on, let me just. I would have done it. Let me. Oh wait, let me just go Scarlet real quick. Is it
Yeah,
boosted or
just-
something?
No, but it's a cool boss to do. It drops decent equipment.
Oh, okay. We can probably add it to the rotation if you want.
Yeah, yeah. It's just it hits really hard energy damage. Like literally, it can combo 7,000 damage of energy in one turn.
What's it called?
Just search Vanguard.
Oh, I'm thinking of Ahoy. How?
Oh no, not that one. It's part 2.
No, I haven't done part 2.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Need to get that done.
Bro, I need to do so many fucking quests. I don't even know where to start. But I'm thinking with this holiday season, I might actually start working on some.
Yeah.
But I just really enjoy hunting too much. I don't know why hunting is so
Me too.
amazing for me.
Hunting's the best you can do in this game. it's just, it's good profit. It's better profit than any boss they can do. You get experience. It's relaxing.
Yeah, I just need Prof and Captain to come back.
Yeah. I think they'll both be available on Saturday. But that's
Nice,
the earliest they'll be both available because Alk is out of town again, I think. And Prof is available every morning. I guess starting tomorrow.
Cool. So, well, after I finish Black Sphinx Acolyte, we just need to do one hunt of the -3 Lost Souls, because I'm only 300 free cash away from finishing.
Sure.
And then I finish all of them, which is amazing. And then we can finish Cathedral.
Yeah. That's gonna take a while though.
Yeah.
Cathedral.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right. I want a Cobra amulet so bad.
Cobra Amulet. What does a Cobra Amulet do?
I think it's like 9% or 8% holy protection.
Really?
Yeah. No, sorry, not holy. No, holy. Death.
Oh, I was gonna say that's like fucking amazing.
Yeah, holy would be too good. Death protection, yeah. So, because the only other option you have, other than Stone Skin Amulet for death protection, is that pumpkin thing, whatever it's called, Koshe.
No idea what you're doing now.
Koshe's ancient amulet is the
Oh,
only other
Koshe.
amulet that has death protection, but
Yeah.
it comes with like a minus 50% holy, right?
Oh yeah. Oh shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's not relevant for the most part because things that do death damage don't typically also do holy damage, so it's not a big deal. But the Cobra Amulet gives a bit more death protection, and it doesn't have the downside, and it looks cool. It's like a snake, golden snake, and it has cool lore behind it too. Not that most people are interested in the lore.
Oh my god. I just got a Cobra crossbow.
Wow, dude. Wow, nice.
Wait, how much is a Cobra crossbow worth?
Like 3 or 4.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Oh, it's 2kk these days. What the fuck?
Oh, 2. Okay.
That's the
I
average
mean,
buy.
it's still a tier 4 that you can use the tier stuff with.
True. That's
I mean,
hilarious.
class 4.
Scarlet has been the only boss that's given me loot. Like I've got a Cobra 1 rod, sword, 2 crossbows now. Yeah, but just Druma's never dropped anything for me. Never.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, 9th.
wait.